Hello and welcome, Jack here from 10 Feet Down. Back for a bit of late night magic again. I think last time I just finished off a Yeva. Ancient Wilds deck, I think it was. She didn't really get much of a game, I don't think. I'm going to skip the encounters. I really don't like these very much. I'll get round to doing it at some point. But my next target is Chandra, which is me. So these kind of matches can be a little bit... One of the great weaknesses of this actual video game as opposed to the game of Magic is you get these identical decks playing. There's not much variation in them. There's a little bit of sideboard action or deck manager action, not very much. And ultimately you get two very similar decks, well, two identical decks going up against each other. And yeah, not the most interesting. So oh, Chandra's a bit feisty. Age 20. Okay, so start of Magic Pyromancy, that means fire. She wears goggles to see through her own fires. Okay. Who'd want to ignite things one at a time? Yada yada yada. So she's one of the main planeswalkers. I just start it up and see how it happens. It really is down to draw here. I mean, I can't guarantee a win at all, obviously. I've got quite a nice draw to start with. So I'll just go, and this is going to be a war of attrition. I know exactly what to expect from her. So no one's going to be doing anything for the first turn. Now if the computer's on form and cheating, it'll bring out a Pyre Charger on the second turn. Nope. Okay. Do I have a creature? I do. I have a Torch Fiend. So I'll get that out now. I got my... That's really nice as well. Next turn I get that. And I've got a... Without flying this one, isn't it? Yeah, nice. Nice. So, well, I can't tell what draw she's got, obviously, but my draw does seem pretty good. Obviously, with direct damage, I can expect to see that thing blasted off the table. And there we go. Yeah. I can expect to see a lot of that. Right. So now for my Phoenix. Is that ready to come out? It certainly is. And this goes straight out and hits 72 damage, as it's got haste. It's interesting playing against a Chandra, just knowing that your creatures probably aren't going to survive more than one turn. Quite an unpleasant feeling. I guess it's okay if you're playing a weenie deck and you've got an absolute shed load of monsters, but this deck hasn't. You know, it's let's have a look what she does. Well, like for like. That's actually pretty good for me, because I know she hasn't got any one damage. She's got Flame Slash. I get the same treatment back. So basically, at the moment, we're playing in mirror decks, aren't we? Oh, that's ideal. I've got my... I can cast both these cards here. I'm going to take her Phoenix out. Two reasons really. One is because I can, and I can get through an attack. The other one is it may encourage her to attack me with direct damage rather than one of my creatures to get the Phoenix back into play. and that means I can keep my creatures on the board. But hard to say who's in the lead here. I know I've got 2 creatures up and 3 damage on her, but it really depends what's in her hand. She could wipe out both my creatures in one go. Ooh, that big bastard. Now that's going to give me a little bit of something to think about. I only need 4 damage to take it out though. And 3 damage divided up as I please. I don't need to do that. What I need to do with her is this, is attack with both my creatures. I have to, the timer, I'm going to have to get the timer right. But basically attack with both. And get ready to stop timer. Okay. What you got to do is you got to watch that block flash up, and if she doesn't block, the block goes down. Then you have like a microsecond to hit it again and pump up the creature. In this case, I just need enough to kill off the monster. So I just need 3. It's got 4 health. Yeah, that's right, isn't it? So that should be 4. Yeah, perfect. So that's a pretty nice trade. Actually, not taking that trade, I would have then hit her for the full 6, 7, 8. If I was playing her deck, I probably would have accepted it, taking the damage. But the Pyrecharger, it depends, isn't it? It's all a bit. Yeah, see what she's done? She's actually hit me rather than my creature to bring her creature back onto the board. It's exactly what I wanted. And I'll get another 2 damage here from the creature going back on. But I didn't want my persistent damage dealer to be knocked out of the game. She didn't attack. Now that is surprising. Well, maybe she was expecting me to actually give her down and carry on blocking her. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to flame. Well, obviously she'll block the Phoenix if I attack with it. But I can cast. Yeah. I see a plan forming. I'm going to attack. Will she block? She will block. Mutual destruction. And then I'm going to attack her. And put it back on the board again. So basically it's the same as taking her creature out and attacking for 1 more damage. Now she's doing the same trick to me now. So she's bringing it back on board again. There we go. Will she attack with it? Or will she do the same? No, she'll hold back. Yeah, again. Okay. So now I'm going to do the same thing again. This time I'm going to actually handle players. So I can't do the same thing again. I haven't got enough mana. Well, I have now. I can do exactly the same thing again. I can do 3 damage to her with this, or I can do. Actually, it's the same difference this time. It's exactly the same difference. I can take her creature out here and do her 1 damage and 3. So this time actually I don't get any more damage from doing it, so I'll do it the other way around. So, does that do players as well? does, yeah. Ooh, that's nice. Given the damage lead I've got, it's not huge, but it's enough. I might be able to take her out with direct damage. Yes, 6. 6. So next turn I can kill her with direct damage. As long as she doesn't get me lower than 6 myself. Then, which is possible, that she uses Blaze. Okay, it's just a creature. It doesn't do anything at all this turn, so she's lost it. What have I got here? I got that card there. I used that once before. It's a bit over the top, really, that one. I like it a lot, but you don't often get a chance to make use of it. But I don't need it now. What I've got now is I've got 3 mana and 6 mana I need. Is that right? Yep. 3 damage to each creature without flying in each player. So let's do that first, and that'll bring us both down to 3. Well, her down to 3, me down to 8. And now I'll finish her off with Flames with Firebrand. Well, actually playing against her deck, I see what a tricky deck it is. That bouncing back and forth with the Phoenix, making her select to damage me rather than my creature, allowed me to keep damaging her. Quite a tricky little exchange, but I came out on top. So that's a win for me, and it's a good game. I thought I enjoyed that one. So yeah, I think it's time for bed, and next time I think it's Jace Part 2. This time for real. Thanks a lot for watching. Good night.